Have we all calmed down a little bit after that draw last night? I've woken up just as disappointed, to be honest. I think you watch the highlights back and you see some of those missed chances, and you obviously watch them over and over again. You see the replays. It makes it even tougher to sort of take that we just weren't able to capitalise on one. And I think if we'd scored one, we'd probably go on and win the game. So it is frustrating. We now need to watch the Villa game and see what they do. If they make it 4 points, I expect them to win against Everton. Villa are generally very strong at home. You know, they've got the third best home record in the league, 25 points from 10 games. And if they win today, they leapfrog City in terms of that record. So very, very impressive at home. And Everton, I think they've got a bunch of injuries. They seem to be a very inconsistent team. And I think, look, if you're Villa, you must be looking at this game and thinking this is our chance to just close the gap. And no one's expecting them to obviously win the league. No one's really even expecting them to sort of be challenging come February, March, April. And I think, you know, these are the sorts of weekends where if they do pick up 3 points, it just puts the pressure on Arsenal, puts the pressure on City, and then they can just sort of go week to week and see what happens. I think they've got a fairly tough run in, which is probably the only thing I'm sort of holding on to at the moment in terms of not really considering Villa as a proper challenger. And maybe I'm being a bit naive with that. Obviously they don't necessarily have the squad depth that we have and probably City have, but it's going to be interesting because if they're right up for it and Villa go and win, I think next weekend Villa play first before us anyway. I believe they play Newcastle, and so they could potentially make it a point. They could make that lead a point and really cut it down, and then the pressure really builds on Arsenal on Super Sunday when we play Man United.